Yo, what's up, guys? I finally found time to talk about Xingqiu. I've done a video about him 2 weeks ago, but a lot has changed. I finally got the weapon I wanted for him, and I pushed his artifacts, his stats, and talents. And today I just want to cover what I changed about him. So, when it comes to support characters, my personal feeling is you should level them up to 60 out of 70. Why 60 out of 70? I hope I have an example. I'm not too sure if I have. No, I actually don't have. But we can just look at a normal character. As you can see here, they have a last unlockable talent, and that one gets unlocked after Ascension Phase 4. And that's basically when you reach level 60 out of 70. And that's why I personally think that you should go for the 60 out of 70. After that, you don't really need to level the character up unless you want to increase the damage and their ability of higher elemental reactions and all the stuff. So, looking over Xingqiu's stats, there's nothing too crazy there. I have 50% crit rate. I didn't build too much attack on him. Some little elemental mastery. We have some crit damage. Energy recharge is very important on Xingqiu, at least in my opinion, and how I want to play him. As you can see here, we have a big high damage bonus. He's a Hydro character. I use him to infuse enemies with Hydro, so if we have a high Hydro damage bonus, that's pretty great. Also, with elemental reactions, if you have more Hydro damage, you will obviously do more reaction damage. So, and that's basically all it. The weapon I was talking about, I finally got it when I tried to get Ganyu from the gacha banner, which I didn't get, sadly. But the weapon you just saw Xingqiu swinging around is the Sacrificial Sword. What makes this sword very special, first of all, we have at level 60, 45% energy recharge. That's some big amount, holy crap. I just noticed it. Like, comparing it to the Claymore, it has more than double of it. No, actually, it is the double of it. That's insane. But back to Xingqiu. So we have 45% energy recharge. The base attack doesn't really matter. Like, we want the energy recharge. And we want the refinement passive you have. It's called Composed. After damaging an opponent with elemental skill, the skill has a 40% chance to end its own cooldown. Can only occur every 30 seconds. This is huge. This is very huge, especially when we look at Xingqiu's talent. Here, his elemental skill. You can see 21% cooldown. That's some big time. And if you manage to proc this passive, you get it instantly back. And I hope I have a clip which I can show you right now. If you manage to activate this refinement passive, basically, you can use it again, and your energy is already full, so you can use the elemental burst from Xingqiu, and that's what makes this sword pretty good. Now, since I only have it on refinement 1, I can show you the great sword or the claymore of it, which I have on refinement rank 2, and it has the same stuff basically, since it's the same weapon set. And as you can see here, if you refine it up, you have a 50% chance of ending the cooldown. So basically, it's every second elemental skill usage that you have a reset, basically. And the time within the refinement passive cooldown gets reduced. So on refinement 1, we have 30 seconds. On refinement 2, we have 26 seconds. I don't know how high you can go, or how high it goes on to refinement rank 6, but I could think about something like 18 seconds, and that would be pretty pog, not gonna lie. And that would make Xingqiu even better as a support unit, as he can basically spam his elemental skill pretty often. And yeah, that's why this sword is very important. If you have it, use it on Xingqiu. Yeah. Looking over his feather, his flower, my bad, we have a pretty basic flower. It has some elemental mastery, some crit rate, and we haven't leveled it up yet. But you want to get something around those lines for your sub stats. Basically, you just want to boost his attack so he does more damage, and the elemental reactions you do will also have more damage output. Basically, his feather, as you can see here, elemental mastery, attack percentage, and crit rate. That's something you want to look out for. Yeah, if you have something like this or similar to this, use it. Now his Sense of Aeon, it is sadly a HP main stat, Sense of Aeon, but the substats are pretty good on it. If it only was attack, that would be so great. That would make this artifact so much better. But as you all know, RNG is kind of bad in this game, so I'm unlucky and got this one. Now looking at the goblet, we'll have a hydro damage bonus goblet. Wait, actually I forgot something. I pulled this one with energy recharge, and I would actually recommend you to run more energy recharge on Xingqiu. You get his burst ability quicker, but as you can see, the substats are pretty bad. We have crit damage, that's fine, but then we have twice defense and 1 HP, and it doesn't really add up to use such an artifact. So you should stick to something like this if you have this. Now looking at this goblet, we have a hydro damage bonus goblet, and it has pretty good stats. We have some crit damage, some crit rate. The defense and the HP doesn't really matter. It's overall pretty good, and with it we're completing a set piece, so we get 18% more attack from Gladiator. Now looking at the circlet, it's a Noblesse Oblige or Oblige set. It's not that crazy. We have twice HP in the substats, flat attack, and the main set is crit rate. That's mainly why I use it. And yeah, we have 10% crit damage in the substats. And that's how you want to have your artifacts basically. Try to achieve a lot of attack, if possible crit rate and crit damage. Energy recharge should also be there. I'm running right now 160 energy recharge on Xingqiu, and that should be fine. If you can go to 200%, obviously that will be better, but like try to aim for 160, 150 to have a quicker energy gain. Yeah. Sadly on this account I have Xingqiu Constellation 0. On my alt account I have Constellation 4. I don't know how that happened, but yeah. So you see, you can totally use him on Constellation 0. The constellations are not really required. The only thing I would personally say without looking at his constellations would be like the increase of the skill level. That would be great to have, you know, to do more damage. Then goes with this one. 3 levels will do immense damage. If you get another sword, yeah, you'll end up having more healing at the end. This one decreases. Alright, that's like you would end up doing more hydro damage to opponents if you use the rank cutter skill, and yeah. So it's nothing too crazy, so you can play him on Constellation 0 if you have him on Constellation 0. Looking at the talents, I didn't level too much of him. Like his base attack is still level 2. I leveled these 2 because that's mainly what I use on him. And yeah, how much damage I sometimes do, it really depends, I think, on the crits I do and on the level of the enemies. But I think I saw once where Xingqiu by himself did pretty good damage. I think 8,000 with his range screen, and that's pretty good. So for elemental reactions, it will be obviously better if you have elemental mastery stacked, and for example you use Pyro combining with Xingqiu will do some pretty good vaporize damage. So I can only recommend you to use this character if you have. Like, he's not a main DPS, he's a support character, I would say, and you should use him. He does really make a change in your damage, trust me on that one. And I think that's basically it. That's my Xingqiu video. I will add some gameplay clips how I use him if I don't forget it. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to subscribe. If you found this video helpful, you might leave a like. If you have any questions or interest in some other characters you want to see, make sure to comment them. I'm currently working on my Ningguang, since I have her weapon here, this one. I got it from the weapon banner months ago, and I finally decided to start building her. So in a couple of days or weeks, depending on how quick I can farm her gear, I will drop a video on her, how to build her. Obviously, not everybody has the memory of dust, but I will present some alternative weapons. And that's basically it for the video. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.